What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another Blitzball Battle 3 pregame show, Game 15, Forgotten Rotten, Hook, Line, Sinker, presented to you by Shady Rays. Pete,
yeah,
are you excited about this matchup?
I'm fired up. This is the Trevor Plouffe Redemption Day, I think I'm going to call it. So there's going to be a lot of work for him today if he's going to make it all the way through the championship game. We've got a beautiful matchup this morning.
Yep.
Can't wait to get it started.
I mean, whoever does win this game has a really long road ahead of them, but they're taking it game by game. We talked to Forgotten Rotten, and they said just that. All right, guys, long journey ahead today. If you want to make it to the championship, you have 3 games in front of you. How are you feeling about this first matchup with Hook, Line, Sinker?
I feel pretty good about it. I'm looking at them right now. They're in uniform, but they don't look ready to go. Does this guy look ready to go to you?
Oh, I'm ready to go. I ain't worried about them or nothing. Now, you mentioned a long road to victory. It was longer yesterday. Just got to play one game at a time. I'll be chilling. We'll be chilling.
Hey, Dan, do you think that you're going to implement your new pitches as well as your customized bat to help you guys win today?
Well, the Rourke 5000 is going to be always by my side the rest of my life. As for the new pitches, against Hook Line, we'll see. There's one certain team in particular that I'm planning on breaking them out against, but we'll see.
What's your pitching strategy against Hook, Line, Sinker, since both of them do see the ball pretty well in Blitzball?
Do they? Yeah. I don't know. I'm just going to go at them. See that thing right there? Get a shot of that, Robbie. See that? That's the strike zone. I'm about to hit the shit out of that all day today.
First of all, I just have to say, the combination of this team chemistry has definitely evolved over time.
Yeah.
Let's say that. But what are you going to be looking for with Forgotten Rotten and how they're going to be able to win this game?
I think Trev needs to pick it up on the pitching side. His hitting's always going to be there. He had the struggles early because of the lack of preparation, but he likes to figure it out while he's over here. Did see him struggle pitching-wise the other day against the Como Goes. I'd like to see him pick that up, throw a few more strikes around the corners, and avoid the middle of the zone.
So Dan Rourke seems to be in a really positive mindset. He's got his customized bat for him for life, apparently.
Excuse me, the Dan Rourke 5000?
The Dan Rourke 5000 that he customized is going to be by his side for life. I think that's the exact quote. What do we need to see from Dan for Forgotten Rotten to be able to move to the next game?
Just stay where you were yesterday. He had enough faith in Dan to have him get the third out in that second inning yesterday. What a massive moment for him. Is that the thing that builds momentum for this team and has them go all the way to the championship?
So Hook, Line, Sinker, they definitely had an interesting take on how they're going against this game. So let's see what they had to say. Long road to the championship. You guys are going up against Forgotten Rotten. First of all, Dan, what are you holding and why are you holding this?
This is the good luck orb. It is all, touch it, Drew. Touch it. And it's also a crystal ball. And as we know with crystal balls, you can see the future. And I'm looking through this. I'm seeing a Hook, Line, Sinker win. 6-2. I hit 4 home runs. Drew strikes everybody out. We win.
Okay, I like the optimism. Drew, how are you feeling going up against the reigning MVP, 2-time champ, Forgotten Rotten? They've obviously struggled this tournament, but we've seen them at their best in the last game. How are you feeling?
Feeling good. We're just going to have to see who's still got it left in the tank. It's not going to be a pretty game, I don't think. Going to be a little sloppy, but we got to pull out the W. That's how our wins look.
What's your pitching strategy going up against Forgotten Rotten?
I like we alternate in the first inning, and then we ride the hot hand.
Okay.
Worked for us so far.
Perfect. Any final thoughts or anything or any insults you'd like to throw towards Forgotten Rotten?
No, I like them. Trevor's old, I'm old. Drew's young, Dan Rourke's young. So,
Yeah.
Okay, so fun and friendly. We love that. Pete, have you ever seen a magic crystal ball used in a pregame before?
I haven't, and I haven't seen one that lied so blatantly to one competitor's face. He's not going to hit 400 runs today. I'll give him 1.
Okay.
He may be a chance to hit 1, but he's not going to hit 4. I'll put money on him.
Drew striking everyone out, seems a little bit more feasible, but even that, we've seen Drew struggle in this tournament so far. But, they pulled out a win the last time we saw them up, and so maybe they got some stuff in their back pocket against Forgotten Rotten. What do you think?
Got to keep the emotions down.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing for Drew Davis. Got to keep the emotions down. Young kid, big atmosphere, a lot of money on the line. Just control yourself, son.
Just chill. Just take a chill pill. Before we go, we have to thank our presenting sponsors, Shady Rays, for not only making us look absolutely phenomenal, but giving you guys a code so you can look just as good as the John Boy Media team. Use code WAREHOUSE for 40% off your pair of Shady Rays, and that also gets you exclusive access to a link of a collab pair of sunglasses by Jimmy and Jake. Yes, Jimmy and Jake created a pair of sunglasses, added to their resume. They literally do everything. We know. So visit shadyrays.com, use code WAREHOUSE for 40% off and that exclusive link. Let's check out what Jolly Olive has for this game's stats. Jolly?
Hey guys, thanks for throwing it down. We're on the field for the first time for the last day of Blitzball Battle 3. It's our first losers bracket matchup. It's Forgotten Rotten, the defending champions, taking on Hook, Line, Sinkers, a matchup that we've already seen. And I want to talk about Dan Rourke on Forgotten Rotten first. We're coming off the Dan Rourke game against Pinstripe Strong, where he threw his first career 1-2-3 inning, the first clean inning of his entire pitching career. Speaking of Dan Rourke, he has his only career extra base hit against this very team in the Hook, Line, Sinkers. He's going to need to do his part because Trevor Plouffe's arm is feeling it. He's thrown the second most pitches of any pitcher in this tournament at 162 total. Only Sammy Reeser on Como Blitzball has thrown more. And Trevor Plouffe, he's been giving up a ton of long balls. After not allowing a home run through his first 20 career innings, he's allowed 2 in his past 3 2/3 innings in Blitzball Battle 3. The Hook, Line, Sinkers are going to need those long balls if they're going to win this game against Forgotten Rotten and knock them out of their first Blitzball battle. Of pitchers with at least 2 innings pitched, Dan Canobbio has the least pitches thrown at 68, so they're coming off the bye day where they didn't have to play, and Dan Canobbio's arm is the freshest of any pitcher left in the bracket. Also, Dan Canobbio, he struck out every single batter he's faced, so he hasn't needed a field out once, although both those guys out there have pretty good gloves. As for Drew Davis, he's been special on the mound and special at the plate. His .267 on-base average against as a pitcher is the lowest of any pitchers, and he's the only guy below 300 in that stat. And Drew Davis's 9 walks as a hitter is tied for most in the tournament, despite 7 plate appearances less than the guy he's tied with, Sammy Reeser. So Hook, Line, Sinkers look like they could pull off a big upset victory here. It's all going to hinge on if Trevor Plouffe can stay fresh and really crush the ball, and if Dan Rourke can keep up that magic from last game. But this should be a great game to kick off the last day of Blitzball Battle 3.
All right, time right now to grab a look at the Shady Rays postseason bracket. The winner of this one will square off against We Got Ice, and then the winner of that game will take on the lone unbeaten in Blitzball 3, Team Como, the kids from the University of Missouri. All right, Peter Moylan, what is your biggest storyline? Is it to see whether or not Trevor Plouffe can regain that MVP form just in time to avoid elimination, or something else?
And can Dan Rourke continue the good form that he happened to find yesterday? I'd like to see him swing the bat with a little bit less aggression, I guess you'd say.
Less fly swatter,
he does
more baseball
the occasional fishing rod cast, and then he brings it back with a fuck bomb. So we'll see what Dan's got for us today.
All right, let's check in with Paxton Elrod. Pax?
Yeah, guys, Dan Rourke's confidence is at an all-time high. I mean, he's feeling good after that last victory, and word has it that he actually went home to the Jersey Shore. Maybe a nice reset, but his customized bat's going to be by his side, and hopefully we see some of those 4 new pitches of his that he keeps telling everyone about.
Wonder if he said hi to Snooki on the way.
Probably.
You never know. Pax, you have a prediction for us?
I got to go Forgotten Rotten. I have to go Forgotten Rotten. Leaning into it. Leaning into the MVP.
Peter?
Hook, Line, dark horses yesterday. I think they're going to stay dark horses. I'm going to go Rotten as well.
So preseason, I went with the 2-time defending champs, the guys who already have 2 banners up here, even though they have new chemistry. I said going into the tournament, I thought Hook, Line, because of their pitching, that they were going to be a dark horse. I'm going to ride with them.
Wow.
I'm going to ride with them. I
All
can't.
right.
Listen, don't tell Plouffe.
I was just going to say, you got to film a show with him in that.
It's going to be a real issue. We're going to have to see our Baseball Today therapist and everything else. All right, we are getting ready for first pitch. We will see you tonight at 6 o'clock Eastern for an elimination game for Paxton Elrod and Peter Moylan. I am Chris Rose. Thanks for tuning in to the Shady Rays pregame show.